We are live, inshallah.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي واجعل لي وزيرا من أهلي هارون أخي اشدد به أزري وأشرك في أمري كي نسبحك كثيرا ونذكرك كثيرا إنك كنت بنا بصيرا. وصل اللهم على محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه وأتباعه وسلم والحمد لله رب العالمين. We have been studying the chapter Qiyamah since last week and last Monday, and we studied up to the verse 13. So the 10 verse 10 says, on that day, every human being will say, where can I escape, take refuge? I mean, how can I save my existence? How can I save my life? And how can I secure all the aspirations I have? Of course, the following verse says, not at all, there is no refuge within this universe. There is no refuge within this universe. Nothing can guarantee your existence. Nothing is able to fulfill your expectations because they are all subject to the order of the universe as they are created by the source of the existence of the universe. So they are not different from you as far as their existence is concerned. Whatever the qualities they have been given, assigned by their creator, they can only utilize them, use them, and benefit from them as human beings are. We cannot really do anything but use what we have been given. It was our, if you like, motto, or we keep repeating this slogan. We, like every other creatures, we human beings are also consumers. We are not producers. We just consume what has been created out there, what have been created, all the things. And also our abilities are also gifted by the creator, our creator, and we are just using them, utilizing them, consuming them. It means we may waste all these qualities given to us. We may use some of them, but as the Quran keeps saying, those people who waste their existence, their qualities, their potentialities without benefiting from them are going to be in despair because they are not going to be given what they expect because they have not used them, they have not utilized them. So the only way that we can seek refuge, we can escape, is with our Lord. It means whoever owns us. So our journey of life, our journey of our expectations, because we keep trying to get more and more of the satisfaction within our life. And this struggle, ever going struggle until we die, will end up with our Lord, whoever owns us, together with the universe. So we studied this and we discussed to a certain extent, as much as we could. And now he came to the last verse on the screen, which says, ينبأ الإنسان يومئذ بما قدم وأخر. So it's not easy to say, although it is easy to translate, is one way of translating is on the screen here. On that day, the human beings is informed of what he sent ahead and what he put off. I mean, procrastinations that we do. Oh, I can do it later on. I can do it later on. But the simplest way of understanding is in the form of a student, in the example of a student. The student says, okay, when is the finals? At the end of May. Oh, we have plenty of time. So we may get some studies and pay attention to the professor who teaches him something in class and then takes some notes maybe on his notebook or on his, I don't know, whatever the device he uses for taking notes. But they don't really use it. They say postpone it. Later on, as the time for finals approach, I will study it, and keeps postponing. Of course, this is what this results in. What he has learned during this period is for his own gain. But what he kept postponing, delaying, procrastinating, then this is his loss, because the way we delay and delay, we get used to it. Delaying. So we say, okay, there is a month left for the finals. I mean, I can manage, because he's used to. And then the last few days come and he says, come on. I cannot do it in 3 days. It's a lot of things to read from the books or review my notes. It is not impossible. Anyway, this is the first layer of the meaning, but I don't think the verse is meant this. Just I gave this example because what is sending ahead, whatever I learn is sending ahead to get ready for the finals. Whatever I postpone is, then I put off, is against me. That's what I lost. If I postpone something, I lost. But in our real life conditions, which the Quran addresses to our real living conditions, so we have to read the Quran in order to see what are real life conditions. How can I apply this verse to my real life conditions? The purpose of the Quran is to teach me what is the meaning of this world, which means what is the meaning of existence? What is the meaning of life? What is the meaning of everything that I am aware of, I am conscious about? What does it mean? So a very simple question that everybody asks, what am I struggling for? What is the end product, end result? What is this? What am I struggling? When we just sit down, which is very frightening actually, and not many people dare do that because it is very, very frightening. Why? Because we don't want to face our reality. But it is very pleasurable if we really understand it, if we really get into it, to realize what it really means, that we are here on earth in order to prepare ourselves for the final result of or final purpose of the existence of this world. So if we don't see the world as a source of signs, reminders, urge, then what we see our life and the world around us just the continuous movements and changes of the fundamental elements of the universe, continuously changing, moving, whatever. And my cells also, my body also is continuously changing and getting, at first seems to be getting younger, stronger, etc., from the beginning of our babyhood or childhood. But later on, we realize that my body, my being, is getting closer and closer to death. Why? Because we know that the end, the destination of our being in this world, as far as the conditions of this world is concerned, what we only can see and physically experience is not intellectually, not through our intelligence and reasoning or feelings, but physically we experience that, we grow, we really age, and at the end we die. That is why those people who are immersed within the material construction of our existence, the end result is death. One thing at this stage I would like to share with you is, while we are reading the Quran, we have to be very careful. For example, only those people who deny, in the language of the Quran is, denying is not lying, denying. Denying is, of course, it is a lying, but at the same time, because of the attitude of denial, rejecting the truth, being really obstinate not to submit to the truth, denial. Those people rebel against God. Those people reject the message of the messengers. Those people deny the meaning of existence. Those people deny the end result of this existence, which is preparation for another world where the signs of this universe, the signs of human feelings point to. Only in the language of the Quran, everybody uses it, but it is used in a way that to really belittle people's reputation, saying kafir. Kafir denies, rejects the truth, not accepts it. So this is important to notice that the message of the messengers, the message of the speech of God, the word of God, the message that we extract from the meaning of the universe, from the meaning of our feelings, our real existence, can only be denied, can only be rejected only after taking a certain attitude, which is described in the Quran, denial or denier, the person, the agent of denial. But if someone is open-minded and questioning, they are not deniers, they are investigators. Quran welcomes them. But denial is the attitude which is biased not to accept anything but only material existence of this world. Like the scientists' interpretations of this world. As scientists, not every scientist, no, not every, I respect scientists who are honest. It means who are doing their scientific research, but at the same time, who are open to question which kind of meaning they can extract from the research they are doing about how the universe is working. Open-minded. But if one says, no, 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 the first thing is we should never get into theology. Why? Theology is not just as facts that we are dealing with. It means not theology cannot be defined within the conditions of matter itself. Not the meaning that we can extract from the matter, but the matter itself. We have to handle the matter. Why? We have to keep the matter under our control. We have to dominate the order of the universe. We have to get hold of the universe under our control and use it, utilize it in order to serve me. What? The matter, the universe's physical existence. That is why this attitude, if a person takes this attitude and starts studying the universe in order to dominate it, in order to use it as a material to produce more and more technological gadgets, so that they will make first, of course, weapons in order to kill people and subjugate them under their control, under their domain. That's just really economical and political activity. It is not scientific activity at all. And I don't believe that they are honest. If they were honest, they wouldn't use the productions that they extracted from the order of the universe in order to really exploit people's weak points. Just give them to their service. Let them benefit from it. Don't use it as a means of economical exploitation. I couldn't remember the word. So, because of this attitude, they don't want to see what it means. What is the source of existence of the order of the universe? What is the source of existence of matter itself? Even they say nature, what is the source of existence of nature? They don't say it. Because of this attitude, they interpret everything within the closed circle of the cause and effect relationship as they name it. In fact, if we really carefully study the order of the universe, we see no cause at all. All of them is effect. They are all effect. Everything is effect. It means result of a cause, which is the source of existence of the whole universe, which is the source of existence of the order of the universe. That is why even this term, we have to be extremely careful while we are using it, cause and effect. There is no cause and effect. If someone is an open-minded person, ready to question without really subscribing to any kind of ideology, religious or non-religious or atheist, just they are using it, they are really looking at the universe, they should use this expression effects and question mark, what is the cause of existence of this effect? Because there is no cause in the universe in order to give existence to anything else. So open-minded people may have legitimately used the term effects and causes. That is what I am investigating. But those people took over the terminology of the words, and they made up, coined their own terminology. We have to be very careful. Cause and effect, because cause is whatever they have in their mind, either accident or natural causes or natural laws, as they call it. They are all coined by certain way of understanding people, or a certain way of interpreting the things by the people. So, cause, the thing comes before another thing. But if a thing comes before another thing, does not necessarily mean that this came before the other one into existence. It doesn't mean that it is causing the other one to exist. We have to question whether it has the capacity, it has the quality to give existence to the second coming one. So I don't want to go into this detail, but I will go into this qaddama wa akhara, what it is translated as what he has sent ahead and what he put off. So why do we do that? Because of our understanding, our approach to our reality, the reality of the universe, reality of the human beings. We see that this universe, if someone is, if you like, kafir, it means blocked his mind. He decided that the universe is the source of existence of everything by itself. So order of the universe, whatever it is working in this way because it is automatically working in this way, as if it is mechanically really set. There is no manufacturer's set. There is no manufacturer's default because they don't accept the manufacturer. So the universe itself is the manufacturer of what? Itself. That is the circular meaning. It is kind of begging the question again. The universe is the source of existence of the universe. I mean, you just laugh at it. But what all these approaches, which are really dominant in an aggressive way in the education system of every people all over the world, across the world. Everybody is under the influence and tyranny of this approach. No one has a free mind now. You go to the school from the very, very elementary level, you are taught this ideology so that our minds are really indoctrinated with it, and we cannot get out of this box of thinking. So we have to free ourselves. I am not suggesting that you have to say that God has created the universe or God is creating the universe. No, I'm not saying this. We have to be open-minded. Let me see what is going on. Is there anything in the world that is causing something else to exist, including its own existence? How can I explain the thing, whatever it is, that it exists? How can I explain it? So people go to the very, 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 very beginning of the universe, the calculations. Of course, it may be calculations, maybe correct. I'm not saying no, they are made up stories. No, as the universe expands, it is very easy to think that it reverse this expansion. You will understand the 0 point, or not 0 point, you cannot go to the 0 point, but -1 point. So there is nothing in the universe, and suddenly one appeared to exist, an atom full of energy, exploited. Now, atom exists out of what? I don't know. Explosion? I don't know. Full of energy? What is the source of existence of energy? I don't know. And they covered it up. Although I don't agree with this going back to the beginning of the universe, right now every atom is giving a new existence because it is continuously changing. You and I I am not as I was in, I don't know, 70 years ago. So definitely I wasn't. So even 10 years ago, I wasn't. So I am a new creation. But that is also what they say. All right, even go there, you have to ask the source of existence, man. You are a reasonable human being, and also call themselves as the genius people. Okay, genius to be stupid. That is just because they just repeat whatever their bias force them to come to the end. That is why we have to be careful not to be kafir from the beginning. From the beginning, close up our minds, close up our curiosity. Don't let our curiosity go into what is the qualities that that the thing I am calling as the cause to give existence to the thing that I am defining as the effect. There is no such thing. Everything is the effect. So we have to freely think about it. So if everything needs to exist, come into existence by something, by an agent that is logical, human reason says, what is the reason? What is the cause of this event? Anything we experience in this world. So the only thing that we don't ask, what is the cause of existence of anything in the universe? Because our minds are really blocked under the enchanting of this scientific reality, they call it. We are talking about the facts. Why? We are talking about the atom itself. That is so simple because yeah, I'm looking at the atom, but it needs to exist, and it is existing, and it needs a source to give the atom existence. So this attitude makes us look at the universe as, or our life as, ah, my cells happen to be in this form because of the DNA structure, whatever is there. So it is working by itself, mhm, developing by itself, adapting itself to the environment by itself, and selecting the best ones itself, by itself. Excuse me, show me the source of show me the quality it has, which enables it to do whatever it is doing by itself, or it is just given these qualities and it is just consuming it, if you like, consuming it, using it. So we ask this question. Free thinking people ask this question: can these things have the quality to do all the actions that we observe by themselves? For example, if you look at me, my heart is working by itself. Hmm? My mind is working by itself. Man, look at it. It has a quality. Where did they get it? Can the material structure elements, constituents of the heart be the source of existence of themselves and the action they are performing? Or they are the effects of the causer of the universe, the one who gave existence to them, with these qualities? As, for example, I can see. Do you think I can see by myself, or I am given existence with the quality to see? Which one? Come on, we have to be honest. I have my free will. Of course, of course. Did I create my free will? Did my cells have the free will so that they are giving me the ability to choose freely, come on, question it. Question it. So if a person blocks his mind and sees that I am here in this world only in terms of my physical existence and functioning by itself, whatever the reason to function in this way, it happens to be like this. Why? Because it's happening in this way. That is the most simplistic formulation of explaining the existence of the universe. Very simplistic. Even maybe a child may think that this may be possible. Any serious man cannot accept it, but unfortunately, we are under the influence of this heavy uh, dictatorship of the scientific approach, which is called scientific approach. I don't think it is scientific. Uh, Science is a sacred name, actually. So, the really science is something really getting into the reality of the things, realizing the reality of the things, becoming aware of them. But unfortunately, it is hijacked. It is hijacked, and there is a reason for it. But I understand historically there's a legitimate reason to reject a religious approach or belief approach because of the certain institutions in historically which historically caused problems with among the people. Now, let me see. Scientism, as one of our friends say, as our problem is with scientism, not science. Correct. I think that's what you meant. Correct? My friend who posted the chat. Okay. He may. Okay, he's not. Okay. So those people make us or put us in a position that we cannot think of our existence ahead of time. What we do, we are frightened of thinking our future at all. What will happen? At the end, I will die. Also, it is very frightening because in the eyes of this approach, you are going to be annihilated, fall into non-existence, and become ultimately meaningless. So they don't really think of the future. They think of the future only in terms of within the limitations of this lifespan in this world. They work 40 years, etc., in order to really get a good pension through the Social Security or after being retired. And then, of course, you become a member of a hospital, go and visit the doctors here and now, on every occasion. And then what are you going to do with the pension? You die in a few years because you are completely drained out, or your qualities for nothing, for your last 10 years of life, which is just an old man, cannot really go and enjoy life and cannot see properly, hear properly. I'm experiencing this. I'm really speaking from my own experience. And you just sit in front of your screen now, whatever the screen you use, telephone screen or computer screen or TV screen, and just keep yourself busy from one channel to another, one YouTube to another, one YouTube video to another, and then die away. I've seen some people just wasting their time to try to solve the puzzles, crossword puzzles, I think. I'm very sorry for them, unfortunately, because they are not really prepared themselves for the reality of their existence. So I'm very sorry for them. Ah, Sorry, I touched. I have to go back. Sorry. Oh, no. I'm sorry again. I messed up. I hope it is. No, it doesn't work. Sorry. I'll come back very soon. Oh. I have to be, I am handicapped in technology, really. So, but in fact, the purpose of the Quran is to teach us what is the ultimate purpose of existence. Yes, you have to deal with this world in order to utilize it, consume it, in order to take care of the needs of your body side. Correct, that's what we are given, and our consciousness is also, if you like, coded with the need to eat, to have a secure shelter, maybe to keep yourself, according to the climate, warm or cool, keep yourself cool, and take care of the bodily needs of your clothes, etc. If you want to utilize something that God provided you through technology, through these people, be careful not to be exploited and to become a consumer only. But as far as the technological gadgets and this type of the products of this civilization, watch out, but at the same time take care of your bodily needs. That is what we are created with the needs. And but at the same time, we have human side. Human side says, okay, prepare yourself for the purpose of your existence. That is what the Quran speaks to us all about. Because the universe itself doesn't provide an answer to us in order to answer reply or answer the questions that human side asks. But am I giving all these enormous, incredible qualities which all require to be fully satisfied and fulfilled, and die and perish away with no satisfaction at the end? Complete despair, complete contradiction of our human nature. So come there, and Quran says, yes, I created you with these qualities of asking questions and enormous expectations. I gave you these qualities which expect full satisfaction, and universe cannot provide it for you, because universe itself is in need of perpetuation, continuation of its own existence. So, like you, it is subject to the order. It means the plan of the planner, the creator, the one who gave existence to it. Human beings also subject to the order in this world, but human beings have been given the quality to question what is the meaning of this full, perfect qualities that I have. I need perfect satisfaction in this world and with no end, and there is nothing here. The creator says, that is why I gave you this. Make an inquiry about the answers, reply to these questions, because universe cannot give it to you. That is why I created this universe in such a way that you will be frustrated if you want to get the complete answer from the universe and satisfaction from the universe, then you cannot get it. You will be frustrated. So that you have to go on a journey to seek the answer to your existential questions. I have these qualities, and I cannot attribute these qualities to matter itself only. So it is just blind, dumb, doesn't hear me, doesn't speak to me, doesn't communicate with me, doesn't listen to me. It is the slave of the order itself. It cannot get out of it. It is a selfish slave. How can it answer to my questions from itself? It is, but it is employed, given existence in such a way that they hint, insinuate, hey, I have some meanings to you. I am created in such a way that is full of meaning, signs. Read me. I am a book. I am a speech of my creator, as I am continuously working and changing, continuously speaking about the qualities of my creator. Pay attention to it and go and ask your creator. He is the one who has given you, is giving you existence right now. And he is the one, the source of existence of this universe is the one who has given you the ability to ask these questions. So we say, oh, whoever has created me, please, where are you? You are my maker. I know you are making me now. And why don't you give me the answer? And he says, I have already provided the answer for you. Within yourself, within the meaning, through the meaning of the universe. And also I employed my envoys, if you like, my messengers, to speak to you and with my words and convey my words, my speech to you, so that you will get it. That is the purpose of the Quran, answering the questions that the universe cannot answer. But universe says, no, there is an answer, there must be an answer, but the answer comes from the source of the qualities that I have been given. Whoever gave these qualities to me is reminding you that I am the exhibitor of these qualities, that you have to go and ask him. So the prophets came with the message that, oh, I don't know anything. I am an illiterate man. I am not the educated one, but for any reason, I don't know, but my creator must know the reason. That's why he gave this trust to me. And I am using it for myself and applying it in my life and also presenting it to you, whether you like it or not. Here it is. That is my duty, which is very famous. وَمَا عَلَيْنَا إِلَّا الْبَلَاغُ الْمُبِينُ. The messengers say, we cannot force anyone. We cannot do anything. So apart from just conveying the message to you, crossing the message to you. That's it, crossing the message to you. Whether you accept it or not, think about it. And here it says, it will be for us to make, sorry, what is it? No, excuse me. The screen is wrong. Yeah, it is, verse 13. It says, no, the moment on that day we said means the moment you realize that human beings is informed of through this message and through their also feelings that whatever he sent ahead, ahead what? Ahead towards my future. What is my future? Ah, the future is death, sorry. Is my future is death? Come on, don't be ridiculous. This is not future. It is just complete annihilation, disaster. I don't see that this is my future. God damn. Put forward to my purpose of existence as a human being. What is the purpose of existence of my human being? To utilize my human qualities, to understand that they are given to me by my Creator in order to get in touch with Him, contact Him, contact, get in touch, get in contact with Him, so that I will be communicating with Him. My future is my Creator, man. Come on. So whatever I have attached through my life to my source of existence, my master, my owner, my creator, my deity, or whatever, God. That is all my actions should be aimed at reaching that creator. This is my creator. That is why he gave me all these capitals, if you like, all these means in order to send him ahead to my future to realize that all the purpose of the only purpose of my existence is to communicate, to contact with my creator. So whatever I do with the consciousness that this is a means of communicating with my creator. Oh yeah, I'm drinking water here, simple example, in order to communicate with my creator. How? This water is provided by my creator. It is employed for me, and my appreciation, my need for water, my appreciation of the situation with the water, quenching my thirst, is or belongs to my creator. The source of existence of everything is my creator. That is what I sent ahead of my existence. My existence, if you like, my destination is to connect with my creator. And while I am in this world, realize that my existence, my actions, even the water, even my action of drinking the water, tasting the things, experiencing this creation is a means of communicating with him. That is the purpose of the Quran, to teach me. That is the purpose of the Quran, to call me. Sent ahead. I'm I'm sorry, I didn't say one thing that you may hear in the cultural religion. Sent ahead to the hereafter. I don't know yet. What is hereafter? I am living my hereafter right now. How? Because I am not defining or handling my life as if I am going to die and disappear from existence. Not at all. It is completely stranger to me. Whoever gave me my life, my existence from the beginning, is the one who is sustaining my life now, protecting my life, providing everything that my life requires here in the world, even the hope. Even the hope that I need is ingrained in the meaning of the creation. Everything is provided by him for me in this world. So in order to live my ever pleasant life in the presence of my creator. But how about your body? Body belongs to these elements or other particle structure of this universe, he constructed me out of this particles. So, and then he will return it to this elements, to the universe. And of course, I have to be with him through my connection. If I don't connect him, what will happen? It means the second one, وَأَخَّرَ وَأَخَّرَ, and put off. Put off means leave it here in this world. For example, again, the simple example, drinking water. So I'm drinking water in order to what? In order to saturate the needs of my body. Okay. What will happen? The body will take it to the toilet and then to the grave. You see? تأخر. Put off. Leave it here. Okay. While I am, for example, what I do while I'm reading a book, or watching a video, listening a speech, etc. What I do, but the simple example is the book. I read one page, learn the meaning, and turn another page. What if? Leave the other page aside. What am I sending ahead? The meaning I extracted from the book remains with me, not the paper. Paper is there. So it will go to grave, but the meaning will be with my soul, with my feelings, with my memory. My intelligence will be enlightened with this feeling, this meaning. Completely different perspective of existence. But it's a simple sentence, you know. ينبأ الإنسان يومئذ بما قدم وأخر, as we gave the example at the beginning of today's class, just to prepare the difference between what is qaddama, what is akhara, what is really sending ahead of, and what is putting off. Just the difference, but it was a very simplistic example, of course, but the preparation, warming up for the class. Now we understood that Quran is providing us a very sublime aim of life, which is very realistic according to our human feelings. Reveal us, tell us, inform us, urge us. Human feelings. You have to satisfy this side of you, man. Be careful. So that is what the Quran really trains us. Get ready. Prepare yourself. How about the hereafter? Which is a very common question, because our minds also somehow blurred, really blurred, saying that this universe is really transient. We are going to we are preparing ourselves for the eternal life, which will be created at the end. We will experience there. How about it? No, we have to suffer, you know. This is the word. This is the word of suffering. No, this is the word of pleasure. If only you know, you realize, you become a real student of the Quran, the teaching of the word of God, then you can live the eternal pleasure, bliss, while we are living now, saying that I belong to God. Water belongs to God. My thirst belongs to God. They are all means of communicating with Him and really identify myself with Him and enjoy my existence as a gift from my Creator, who is the owner of the whole universe, an absolute being. Nothing of this universe, because universe is in need of being created. My source of existence must be the Creator. So that pleasure takes you all the way through your existence. which goes into eternity because your creator must be an eternal one, infinite, absolute one. So he is your creator. Can you imagine? Your owner is the absolute one. Prepare yourself just to join him. Now, how? Acknowledge him and utilize your life as a gift from him. What does it cost? Nothing. We have to sacrifice. Just the cost is endless blessing. Why? You get enjoyment while you are drinking the water. You say, oh, how beautiful creature you are. You are carrying the message to me. You are a letter from me. You are a message from me, from my creator and your creator. You cannot exist by yourself like this. Yeah, perfectly arranged and employed to my service. How blessed I am, how blessed my existence is. So life becomes full of delight, no stress. Whatever happens, even the things that I don't like happens to me, it's a messenger. Everything is a messenger. Realize, hey, Ali, I'm speaking to myself. Be careful. Everything is given to me, but it doesn't mean that you are mastering them. Hey, you are that utilize using the result of your own labor because I have been working hard for years and years. Now I accumulated something. You see, I have my this and I have my this. These are the results of my work. Okay, something will suddenly happen to them out of your control. These were your work. Come on, keep them. You can't. These are not mine then, because I cannot master them. I cannot really have any control over them. I can have no power over my health. It may go anytime. An angel comes to me, of course, the angel of death comes to me, which are called nowadays virus, something virus. I don't use official titles because they are just making it COVID something like that, which is a scientific language as if it has its own reality. No, it is an angel created by my creator, and it is creator in order to remind me that, look, your life is so fragile. You cannot protect it yourself. How do you say that I am ruling something? I am the head of the family of this life and I am the owner of this property or something. You are going to be defeated with that angel, which you cannot really see even in the material form, only after putting it under the microscope, electron microscope, to see what it is. And it kills you. Watch out. Mind your limitations. Don't be arrogant, self-sufficient, stupid guy. That's not that small thing. It's reminding me, welcome. Well, of course, it doesn't mean that I'm going to say shake hands with the death of angel because, again, my feelings is given to me to protect your life. Yes, I protect my life, but I don't get angry with it. I don't call it evil, although I have to protect myself from it in order to understand that I am in need of everything. I should be very watchful not to be an arrogant person, saying that I am going to invent. No, I cannot invent anything, but I discover only. But those simple-minded people uh, uh, say that we invented something. So what is invention is bringing something into existence. You cannot invent, give a new existence. No, you can't. You just utilize it. You are the consumers of the order of the universe. Discover whatever it is and take it whatever you like. You are given this opportunity here by your creator. Otherwise, for example, the dogs cannot do that. Dogs cannot investigate the order of the universe and discover what is hidden in it. But I do. I'm giving this opportunity. I didn't create this quality within myself. I'm just created with this quality. That's it. So I should learn my limitations and I need reminders. Okay. From time to time, the professor says, hey, guys, listen carefully. Huh? This is an interesting point. If you miss this point that today I'm going to teach you, you will fail and you won't really get the degree and passing degree from me, and you will be really sorry after graduation, which means death, graduation from the school of the universe. So sometimes the professor reminds us if we don't do our duty properly, our responsibilities. If we don't take our responsibilities, they should be taken. So what happens sometimes encourages, sometimes warns. That is what the universe is like this. Most of the time is encouraging. Occasionally warns, hey, watch out, you are needy. You cannot own anything. You cannot claim the ownership over anything. You just are needy of my help. But I can send my head through various means. For example, go and investigate. I created the illness and I created the cure for it. And you can find it in the universe. Come on, go and investigate it and discover it, find it out. Okay. We keep discovering. Okay. It doesn't mean that we are doing something wrong, waste of time. But if you do it only in order to exploit the universe, yes, you are wasting your human side. You are becoming a slave of your body rather than master of your body. Use your body in order to find out and get the necessary materials in order to satisfy your human side. But what we are now under this influence of the so-called scientists interpretations, which my friend called scientism, then it becomes an ideology which has the base as the matter to be the source of existence of everything. So that is the wrong side of it, but we have to benefit from the order in order to understand. Maybe use it whenever we are given some opportunity to serve our body, but at the same time we have to use it in order to satisfy the needs of, or to find out the source of satisfaction for the needs of our human side, our spirit. Now, I think it is okay from my side. If anybody wants to contribute anything to the subject in the form of comment, question, I don't know, challenging, rejection, it is an open platform. Go ahead, please. Waiting. No. Let me see if there is any. Oh, there is one chat. Oh, okay. Suhail said yes. All right. Thank you. So I will go ahead while we are thinking. All right, fine. All right, here it is. Now we are coming as a result of the continuation of the subject. So it is a beautiful verse. Two verses are extremely beneficial to us and also a really deep psychological guide for us. So you can memorize this verse and keep repeating it, reminding yourself with the meaning that you understood as much as we can. That is what we are all doing. بل الإنسان على نفسه بصيرة ولو ألقى معاذيره. Now, what a beautiful, please take notes of, it is the chapter 75, verse 14 and 15. All the verses are beautiful, but these are really deep analysis of human psychology, and we cannot escape from our own reality. We cannot ignore it. These verses are said, you cannot get out of your skin. It means you cannot get out of your reality, existential reality. That is what I call it, your fact, not the scientific interpretation and materialist scientific interpretation of the universe. This is the fact. This is not distortion of the fact to me. Misinterpreting it, not misinterpreting it is a wrong phrase. Reversing the meaning rather than attributing the meaning of the book to its author, it is attributing this way, attributing the meaning to the paper and the ink and some sort of shapes of the lines, which is letters, we say. Letters. Ah, the meaning is from the paper, from the ink. There's no author. None of the people out of 7 billion people will accept this idea. When it comes to the universe, all the meaning that we accept, beautiful, perfect design, very wise, purposeful. Look at this, how useful it is. And you see that the perfect order, the universe wide, no contradiction. Everything is continuously coming into existence at the same time in a perfect form. The order in the universe is established in a perfect form, and also change in the order continuously is taking place within another order as well. Space-wise order, time-wise order. It means that there is no time. That's repetition of creation. We call it time. So we call this repetition, continuation of it, as it really remains in our mind. And we said yesterday, no, we are experiencing only the present moment. That's why we call it present. Present moment. Past is gone. It is out of our control. Future has not come. So the present moment is continuously changing, and it is being changed. And this change is also taking place within an order. So order within order, perfectly arranged, nothing is contradicting to each other. Everything is perfectly working or made working so that it will be a sign to a conscious source of existence that this source of existence must be an absolute being, not within the universe at all. This is the maker, originator of the universe. Commonly used language is creator of the universe. So, these verses expresses and teaches us exact facts about our human side, about who we are, how we are functioning in this world. So let's read this again, just to get a little bit pronunciation of Arabic words. So, بل الإنسان على نفسه بصيرة ولو ألقى معاذيره. It is like a music to me. So, in fact, human being is a clear witness against himself, or على نفسه بصيرة, what his mm, twisting side of human being. What is he doing, right or wrong, is his own reality. He is himself is a clear witness inside, basira, not only seeing, but realizing what is behind what he is seeing. Yeah, for example, you see a face of man, it is called ra'a or nadara. There are other words, many other words. So that is just seeing in English. I saw the face, and the other one says, what did you get out of it? You say, he was very disappointed. The stress you see on his face was obvious. Now the basira is going on there. Basira. So we know what is really going on within ourselves. Not necessarily, of course, the language is ala nafsihi, maybe understood rightfully against himself, but maybe not against himself as well. What is going on within on himself? He has been given the ability to realize his own real self in everything he does. But what we do, we always put forward excuses in order to justify whatever we do, right or wrong. Okay, right justifies itself. It doesn't need any other evidence. But if we do something wrong, we just make it up in order to defend our arrogant side. So we have to be careful while we are witnessing something within ourselves as a result of our choices, our actions, our understandings, even though we may just make up some excuses. Now, how it works? Let's start from the most obvious one. Some people say, okay, the universe has no creator. All right, human free will is really free. We can choose this option. Do you have any evidence? It is working by itself. Don't you see? As I'm walking. Am I not? Okay. Do you know how you walk? The simplest action. Do you know how to swallow? The simple action. Do you do it all every day, continuously in America? I see most of the people don't stop either eat or drink something. If not, hold something in their hand, even walking, even giving a lecture. Something is there, drink. So the first thing in the morning, they get coffee. So go to Wawa and get a cup of coffee or Starbucks. So, and then they live by it continuously. So it is a custom in America. I don't know how it is somewhere else, but that is how it is here. So, okay, people are free to choose, but they know what they are doing. Anyways, so we do always something in the world, in this world. And if I say, I'm free to say, okay, I'm not going to go and become a member of a religious denomination. Why? Look at these corrupt churches, corrupt mosques here and there, or synagogues are another scenario. So I don't want to do anything. Just I want to be myself and enjoy my life. What? How? Until I die. Okay, until you die. Afterwards, I'm going to disappear. All right, but do you want to die now? No, why not? At the end, you are going to die. We have to enjoy. Enjoy, but for example, yesterday you enjoyed your life, huh? Yeah, it was somehow a pleasant day, all right. Let's say, that's an assumption. Okay, I'm really making an accounting within my own life, and I'm taking myself into account. What did you do yesterday? Where is it now? Gone. What happened? The memory. What is the memory? Copy of it. Copy of it. Photograph of it, if you like. Video recording of it. Now, I had a very, very saddening for the human nature experience in my life. I moved into a house, and the previous resident of the house was a couple, very old couple. That's why they moved out and I moved in. The house, the couple was quite old, actually, over 80s. And they left something in the house. They said, if you need them, use them. We shouldn't bother to take them if you need them. Said, yeah, because we are going to join our children, I don't know, son or daughter of ours, and we cannot really take care of ourselves anymore. They kindly accepted us, so we are moving out, and you moving. All right, we are with that. Okay, they left something, and they left an, how do you call it? I don't know, coffee table or something with some drawers, small chest of drawers. But I wanted to clean it, disinfect it, because the old people cannot really take care of it like myself properly. So I tried my best. I opened the drawer. Wow. What I found there, don't think that it something, a bulk of gold or something. No, no, it was much, much more precious than this. What is that? An album. Album included, nicely bound, preserved in plastic pages. Every picture is put in plastic. This is a very classical way of preserving the wedding ceremony photographs. They were young, in your age. They were happy. They were kissing each other and wearing the best clothes. So sweet life. I said, now they are over 80. Yeah. Why didn't they bother to take the memory with them? Oh man. Oh, very important. Extremely important. Why? They understood that these days gone completely, and even the memory of them, record of them, became worthless for them, so that they just left it to the oblivion of the past. I am approaching there too. Why? What am I doing? Everything that I claim to have enjoyed in the past, by itself, in and of itself, it is the side of it which looks to this world, means nothing. Even the picture of it carries no message for me. But if I send ahead, as the previous verse said, ahead to my absolute creator, and it is with him. He gave me the opportunity to entertain this act of creation, so that he demonstrated to me that he is the one who is who has provided it provided that opportunity in order to express that, in order to experience, let me experience that this kind of creation is possible by my creator if I am aware of it. So he is promising me that because I really want to keep that moment, relive it and experience it continuously, have the pleasure of my life, always like this. He said, yes, I can do it. Ah, I understood my master, my owner, my creator can give me this. And I want this, my desire is given to me to live this kind of life over and over again because I wanted to keep even the memory of it. But if I reduce my life to only my body and see that the result ends in grave, what shall I do with the picture of the best moments? Those best moments in my life, most pleasurable moments in my life, become the source of sorrow for me. They are gone. They are gone. I cannot have it again. Finish. No meaning for me anymore. So that I will experience the saddening memory of them. Those days were beautiful, but no point. Even keeping the picture, no point. I said, oh, nothing can teach me this reality of my life. I said, okay, I am the real witness of what I am doing. Myself realized it. I didn't read a verse from the Quran, but in fact, this is the verse of the Quran of action of my creator, not the speech of my creator, but speaking to me through his acts. He said, Ali, you moved in this house. You you need some reminders. Don't do the same thing as turning your whole life into a waste, meaninglessness. That is how I feel. That is how I am given the ability to realize my own real fact. Yeah. بل الإنسان على نفسه بصيرة. I am given the ability to understand, to realize, to experience what the fact of my life is. Fact of my life is. I shouldn't be cheated by those people that the fact is the matter. Fact is my feelings, my soul. Fact is my experience of the meaning of my life. Don't cheat me. I'm not I'm a human being. I'm not going to use the bad words because, okay, I don't know the intention of the people, none of my business, but ideology, nothing to do with the people. The ideology is an enemy for me because it hurts my feelings. When I hear it, come on, how a human being can prescribe to it? How a human being can buy into it? Come on, you aren't you a human being? Are you a stone? Even the stones really obey God's order. But human beings, through their free will, may not, and even dare challenge God. That's what we are. We can do. These moments is the most influential uh, effect they had on my life. This is one of them. There are many. Everybody can experience many things now. Of course, I never can forget about the death of my mother. Rahmahallah. She was the source of compassion for me. And when he passed away, I said, that's it. This is the reality of my world. That was another real experience of my life. That is the reality of my life. That is, I call it the fact, not this liars, slanderers that we are going to study. Next chapter is the slanderers. So we are going to study, God willing, these are the slanderers, insulting the reality of the universe. That's why they have to suffer the pain of this obstinate attitude towards the reality, blocking up their minds, their feelings, killing themselves. So what we do, what they do, despite all the excuses he may put forward, we say, what they say? Oh, we have to enjoy the moment. Why do you enjoy the moment? It is going to pass. Why do you cheat yourself? But you know, until death, at least until death, we have to get the pleasure of life. Yeah, get the pleasure of life. Here, the previous residents of this house got the pleasure of life and the reality of their misunderstanding of, I don't know what they thought about it, why they left it. Maybe they left it in order to give me a lesson. I don't know about them, but this uh, uh, event, if you like, created for me in order to understand that, look, I got the same, I had some sort of experience, not, I was aware of it, thank God, but pleasure, I said, Alhamdulillah, my God creates this, and let's experience this, and it introduces himself through these actions. But maybe they said the same thing. There is no need to take the picture. I'm not passing judgment to the people at all. No, I'm pleased with them. They were nice people. But I'm taking the lesson, what is created for me? How I let the experience, let this have this experience through seeing this reality of my own fact of my life. So what they say, those people who are really wise people, blocked mind people, they say, of course, we have to enjoy until we die. After we die, just we wouldn't notice anyway what's going on. We will disappear from existence. That is why that is their fundamental excuses. But the time is up. These two verses need a deep discussion, and we have to brought this, the meaning of these two verses into our very daily practical life. How do we deal with our choices? How do we twist the reality in order to justify our options, our choices, and ourselves, and defend ourselves against the reality, and take an attitude of a rebel against the message of the Creator, although we may claim still that we believe in God. We are created by God. This phrase, we are created by God, and acceptance of it is a good phrase, but really, if it is not brought into our reality of life, it doesn't mean much. Of course, it is not nothing, but it doesn't mean much. We have to be more realistic towards our, if you like, human side, and use and utilize it in the best way under the guidance of the owner of our human side as well as our body. So inshallah, we will go over these two verses. Next week, I wanted to finish it, but of course we didn't take much more detailed, practical side of this teaching in our practical life now, real life conditions, within the real life conditions. We will do that. So at least half of it needs to, not more than half, really, 3/4 of it need to be undertaken next week. And then afterwards, an amazing verses are coming. Amazing. I mean, it is, when you read it, literally, translation of it, it is nothing. Really, it is just an good advice. But when you go into the deep, according to the purpose of the speech of God, and according to the purpose of my understanding of my existence, oh, they are bottomless ocean. Inshallah, we will get something out of this ocean as much as our cup contains, my cup, inshallah. Wassalamu alaikum. Any question? Any last comments? I would love to hear you. Please go ahead. It is very quiet, silent room. It is easy to speak here, home, but I'm sweating here. Okay, I don't mind, but I'm excited. I don't know whether you also are excited. Well, I don't know. Okay. Wassalamu alaikum. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. سبحانك لا علم لنا إلا ما علمتنا إنك أنت العليم الحكيم وآخر دعواهم أن الحمد